What did Jessica tell you about her father's ideas, Ian? On racial purification?
What? He was a fucking Nazi.
Philip Carville wrote a paper called The Survival of the Genome, in which he advocated a human cull. This is the same man who became involved with weaponizing disease.
Processed food company up until 1993. Factories in Europe, Africa, South America, they're everywhere. The scientist makes a thing called a ghost cell, which he puts into a buffalo. The buffalo is killed, fed to the man, and the man rots.
Yeah, it's what all the BSC conspiracy stuff was based on.
Yeah, look, and in Grant's drawings, the scientist creates a god with two faces, and the god goes inside the ghost cell. Roman mythology. God with two faces. It's Janus. And that's how they get it into us, via the food chain, the same way they did with BSC.
But it'd be noticed. Testing.
Maybe it looks like something else. There's tons of bacterial shit in food, and if Carver's a Nazi, like what? A disease that targets certain races.
What if it's not the disease that's selective? What if it's the cure? Russian flu. Covat are making the vaccine. Right, how'd you get flu?
Somebody sneezes and you breathe it in.
No, you ingest it. Mostly you get it on your hands and you ingest it. So they adapt some fucking weapons-grade flu virus so that it can be hidden in food. And Covat make a vaccine that's only effective on certain races. I mean, after Fetler, people are terrified. One more outbreak like that and they'll be rioting to get it in their arms. Fuck testing.
But you need it in so much food.
Yeah, you would. See that symbol? It's everywhere in part 2. Don't you recognise that symbol? Pergus Holdings, they're massive, like Kraft or Nestle, and they manufacture everything from crisps to fizzy drinks to pet food, and that is their logo.
The Food Standards Agency has said it is appalling that some Findus beef lasagna contains between 60 and 100% horse meat. While
aim of Britain's retailers and regulators.
Well, the people died.
Started in November 2002. It lasted precisely 7 months. By summer 2003, it no longer existed. The pandemic affected just 8,422 people and killed 916. Do you know how many people die each year from random respiratory problems? SARS did not exist. Next question.
It seems we're bonded against a common foe. This is why we needed you back. The ultimate weapon. This is humanity's last stand. The beginning of the end.
General William Sullivan with an emergency message. I'm speaking to you from a CDC clean zone
Outbreak of the deadly Pandora virus is spreading rapidly. Unprecedented threat requires a worldwide quarantine. All ships must remain at sea until further. Humanity must endure.
None of this is real.
It is terror.
I know. That's the point. All these feelings she has for you, they were imprinted. A day ago, she was a blank slate.
Clouds.
They're not real. It's a holographic projection. When they were running a simulation, trust me, no one was looking at the sky.
I've plotted an escape route for you. You'll cross the New York environment to suburbia, where you'll rendezvous with the strike team. They'll escort you through the Moscow environment.
We built such a place.
Simple. The Umbrella Corporation derived its primary income from the sale of viral weaponry. Something that's impossible to test in the real world. They recreated the center of New York, simulated an outbreak, showed it to the Russians, and sold them the virus. They simulated an outbreak in Moscow, sold it to the Americans. An outbreak in Tokyo.
Sold it to the Chinese.
An outbreak in China.
Sold it to the Japanese.
Exactly. Everyone had to have it. The Umbrella Corporation built a new arms race. Only this time, it was biological rather than nuclear.
Stand by. Tokyo sequence initialized.
Viral outbreaks spread like wildfire. First across the United States, then the world.
They are simulating killing, in some cases, unarmed American citizens. And when the public videotapes it and gets upset, they say, oh, it's a zombie drill. It's a joke. That's why we've got 1,000 Marines, landing in San Diego a few months ago to practice killing zombies. Oh, that's why there's black helicopters that lease a building in the middle of town and then blow it up and catch it on fire. And
no one seems to be able to pinpoint exactly why there has been this sudden and steep decline across every financial market that is now open. The Dow has lost 58% of its value in the last hour. Currencies across the globe are crashing in this stunning financial meltdown that experts say may be the delayed reaction to the turmoil that has gripped the world's economies in recent months. As a result, rioting and looting has broken out in dozens of major cities.
On air, a tsunami alert has been issued after a strong earthquake in the South Pacific. I'm looking here at details from the US Geological Survey. It gives a magnitude of 8, says it struck Wednesday 81 kilometers, about 50.
You're actually saying that the tsunami that killed, what, like hundreds of thousands, was the American military testing a weapon? You're fucking mental.
It's called a tsunami bomb. A strategically placed nuke on the seabed. Technology's existed since World War II.
You fucking mental, Wilson!
Think about it. We're living on a planet with dwindling resources. Do you even watch the museums?
Once the virus has eaten away the dead flesh, then we may come in.
Making use of Earth, yeah.
This all started as a flu virus. The virus had mutated, creating zombie-like behavior. It had spread all the way across the country. As far as we can tell, at least 75% of the population is dead or undead.
Well, we still have over 20 million shots of Tamiflu for the swine flu that never hit. Russian flu's been around forever. Michael.
According to our research, the H1N1 pathogen, this new strain, is about to mutate and will have potential for mortality rates in the hundreds of thousands. We've made a thorough report.
And we don't agree with it. Neither does the WHO or the Geneva Medical Institute. Look, food prices are rocketing. There are riots on the streets of Sydney. No one's thinking about flu.
A tie? This worked out better than I could have hoped. Now I'll have 2 million zombies.
Actually, Fry and Bender may share some of the same followers. All we can say for sure is that there will be between 1 million and 2 million zombies. Same.
They're going to test it.
And what does Janus do?
I swear I don't know. The last thing your father was working on were viral delivery vectors that attack the human genome.
Getting more information on our breaking news story, the outbreak of flu in the Shetland Islands. We can confirm 2 more people have now died, bringing the death toll to 11. That's 11 now dead on the Shetland island of Fetlar from the suspected outbreak of Russian flu. Details of the identity of the
18 dead, 33 infected. There's only 86 on the island. Jeff's ordered a quarantine. No one gets in or out.
145, Riverside. 2 more officers on a protective detail ambushed. 1 killed, the other seriously injured. By sunrise, jittery police had opened fire on this blue truck in Torrance. A Nissan Titan, just like the suspects, but the people inside it were innocent bystanders.